There, this is Chad Garber, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to play No Quarter by Led Zeppelin on guitar. Here are the parts. And then there is Alright, so let's get into it. By the way, if you like this video and others like it, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And let's get into it. Okay, so the first part, I'm going to do the main riff first, because the other part is a little bit tricky. And so here, all it is you're going, take your pointer finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the A string, slide it up to the 4th fret of the A string, and then put your ring finger on the 6th fret of the D string, so you go, and pick that down twice. You slide it up, so pick down, slide up to the 4th. See that? So you're sliding in, and then you do the bar chord twice. And then the last time you do it once, so you go. Then you hit the open E and put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. And then put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the E and your ring finger on the 4th fret of the A. And go back to the first one. Go back to that open E with your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A. Okay, so it's. Alright, then you're at this part. All you're doing there is you put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the E string. You go. And then pick down. And then pick down on the 2nd fret of the A string. Alright, so then you're gonna pick down the 4th fret of the E strings. All pick it down. Back to the 2nd fret of the A string, and back to the 4th fret of the E string. Then you're going to pick down on the 2nd fret of the D string, your pointer finger there, pick down, and then end with your ring finger on the 4th fret of the A string. So, all picking down. I'm noticing that Jimmy Page has a lot of these riffs where he has a lot of going back and forth in a couple of different notes. And this is one of those where he does go back and forth. He goes back and forth, 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 back and forth. Well, you got the idea. So it's all picking all down. The whole thing is 3 times. Oh, that's just twice. Yeah, another way you can pick that part is you slide, the first part, put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A, and you slide that up to the 4th fret of the A. And once you do that chord, once you put your ring finger on the 6th fret of the D, you can pick that up if you want to, and then pick it down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. So get down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. You can do that alternate picking where you do the open E, pick down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Yeah, down, up, down. Yeah, so you go down, or down, up, down. just go up, down, wait. Up, down, up, down, up, down, wait. Down, up, down, up. That was it. So, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay? And you just gotta listen. You can do it, you know, there's lots of different ways you can do it. That's just the way I do it. So it's that's all I do. So once again, it's down, down, up, down, up. And then all pecking down this way. And again, you don't have to do it that way. You can do it any way you want to. You gotta make sure you hit that E. So one of the tabs does it like this. When I listen to it, it sounds like he's just going. Regular speed is. That was one more time slow. Here's fast. Alright, so the next part, there's only 2 chords in the slower part, and these chords are pretty awful. Okay, it's basically this. I'm going to show you a shortcut though. All that is, it's really a tricky chord. You put your ring finger on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th fret of the A, your pinky on the 7th fret of the D, your middle finger on the 6th fret of the G, and then you put your pointer finger, unfortunately, on the 4th fret of the B. And actually, it's not as bad. Like when you first get it, when you first try to get it, it's hard. But if you keep on doing it a couple times, then stop doing it, and then go back to it, it's not as hard. I just realized that myself. I was having trouble getting this chord just a few minutes ago. But then now I've gone back to it after stopping, you know, after not practicing it for a second, and now I can do it again. It'd be a lot easier if it was like this. It'd be a lot easier if the pointer finger was on the 5th fret of the B, but it's actually on the 4th fret of the B. Sometimes you can use that to get there. And then the second one is you're going to do the exact same thing, except for your ring finger is going to be on the 12th fret of the A, your pinky on the 12th fret of the D, your middle finger on the 11th fret of the G, and your pointer finger on the 9th fret of the B. By the way, you're not really hitting the high E the way I'm doing it, at least. Yeah, because, yeah, so, and by the way, they actually down tune half, they actually are down tuned their guitar, but I'm just showing you how to play it standard tuning so you don't have to down tune. And it really is, I do want to encourage you, after you practice the chord for a little while and then stop, and then go back to it, it's so much easier, it just kind of fits. So it's... on it. Okay. Now here's a shortcut. Here's a shortcut. Okay. Do the same thing. Put your middle finger, your ring finger on the whatever. Where are we on? The 7th fret of the A, and your ring finger on the 7th fret of the D, and then just skip the middle finger and put your pointer finger on the 4th fret of the E, and then just muffle that open D. When you play it with it, it still sounds fine. You're just leaving out that middle finger. Just make sure you muffle that D. Make sure, it's kind of easy to do too, because it kind of does. It's just a hard chord to hit, and you kind of muffle it by default. That sounds close enough right there. Here's with it. Here's without it. And do the same thing when you go up, put your ring finger on the 12th fret of the A, your pinky on the 12th fret of the D, and then just put your pointer finger on the 9th fret of the B and just mute the open D. I'm sorry, I'm saying mute the open G on both ones, not the D. Sorry about that. On both those chords, you mute the open G because you're hitting the D. So yeah, this one. So you're muting that one. So you don't want to go. You just want to open again. The way my hands are so small, it kind of mutes it just because it's a hard stretch. So it's really easy. I mean, that sounds just as good, I think, or very close. This is so much easier than... Except for that one. See, that's what happens if you have the G open. So just make sure you mute that. You can just mute it with your pinky. Just move it down a little bit. Okay, and so that is the lesson. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments or any requests as well. But otherwise, have a great time jamming with Led Zeppelin.